more, you can see each player preparing for the game ahead, pushing out distractions and getting into the zone. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. In this game, we'll see the Chicago Bulls going up against the Denver Nuggets here in Ball Arena. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Looking now at some numbers for Kobe White.
And all of a sudden, his three ball has left him. It's been a rough stretch for him the past 5 games. His percentage from downtown isn't near what it once was, but he's not going to give up. He'll try to get it going here today.
And the starting group for Chicago. Giddey is the 1, with White by his side at the 2. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. And it's Herter in at the 3. And for Denver, Johnson the small forward with Gordon holding down the 4. Murray out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Holmes in at the center position. Well, something that's fun to track every season, Richard. Which players are having a breakout year?
And we usually see it with the younger players, but I especially love seeing it from guys that have been in the league. Normally it's about finding the right situation.
Now here's Hardaway. Denver moving it around. From deep, Johnson. That shot off. It's Herter on the wing. From outside the arc. Buries it from 3.
Night in and night out, this is Herter's game. Looking for his spots on the arc.
Murray passes to Holmes. Here's Hardaway. From deep, Johnson. Kept alive. And White has got the ball here for the Bulls. It's a 3-point game. And it's Giddey missing. Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside. For 3, Hardaway. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
0 for 3 from the field. The offense is still trying to find its bearings.
Pass to Giddey. To the middle. The kick out to White. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Chicago.
Last year, they battled to a stalemate, winning 1 game apiece.
A somewhat surprising split. One team made the playoffs and the other was lottery bound.
Now here's Giddey. Playing Utah, he was nearly unstoppable. White with it, and it's Holmes picking him up. White, good.
I love the concentration there by White. He got bumped, and it did not faze him.
Outside Murray. To the inside. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Murray. Hardaway against White. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Murray. And again, it's Denver missing.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
And here's White. Pass to Vucevic. From deep, Giddey gets the 3 to fall.
And Giddey is working to improve this part of his game. The defense at least has to respect his 3.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
They were so consistent from the 3-point range in that one, and that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
Yeah, they just pummeled them from the perimeter. Did a nice job working the ball around and getting those high percentage looks.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Holmes finds Gordon. On the wing, Murray. To get back on track. That shot, no good. Giddey with a defensive effort. Down low. Gordon with a steal. Here's Johnson. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Holmes, a screen on Herter. Johnson for 3. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Bulls leading by 8. And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Now here's Murray. He picked up 27 points in their last win against the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
Terrific all-around effort. He did a great job of creating for himself and others.
For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Murray against Giddey. Here's Buzelis. 15 in his last outing. Shot clock at 5. Over Gordon. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
And he doesn't waste any time at all. Buzelis got the ball and just attacked right away.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Back to Murray. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Outside Giddey. Pass to Herder. The 3 on target from range. Herder's got his second basket on the night.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And here's Gordon from the arc. Drains the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Giddey. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13 and a half a game. Three-pointer, Vucevic. Gordon pulls it in. Nuggets trail by 6. To the paint. White with the steal. And now the Bulls in transition. Here's Giddey. And the shot goes in. Giddey's got 5 now.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
And so Murray will bring it up for Denver. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Gordon. Outside Johnson. Fires the 3. And again, Denver with a 3.
When you have a shooter like Cam Johnson, you're running that play with confidence.
Chicago leading by 5. Outside White. Over to the left wing. Vucevic, the pass to Giddey. And there's another one for Chicago.
So pure to watch Giddey pop like that. The guy can score it.
And for the Nuggets, they're shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. Pass to Holmes. Now Murray. Back to Holmes. Takes a 3. Sinks the tray. Holmes has gotten his second bucket.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Chicago has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. White on the wing, defended by Holmes. Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, explosive move. Sometimes Murray doesn't get enough credit for his athleticism.
Here's Giddey. 7 points in the game. Pass to Vucevic. No good on the triple. The Nuggets trail. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Now here's Giddey. Herder from long range. Gordon pulls it in.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
To 3, Hardaway. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Herder. Here's Buzelis, defended by Gordon. And it's Buzelis that time on the assist by Herder. Buzelis has got 5 now.
And with a smooth shot like that, I expect Buzelis to hit a ton of three-pointers during his career.
Murray passes to Holmes. Denver moving it around. 5 on the clock. The Nuggets need to get one up. And here's Gordon from the arc. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 4 rebounds in the game. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And what balance from Giddey. Able to take the hit and still power through.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Watson, he's checked in for Denver. Brown comes in for Hardaway. And a new group getting ready for Chicago. Collins, he's checked in for Vucevic. Smith comes in for Buzelis. Okoro is checked in for Herter. And Ayo Dosunmu subbed in for White. And the free throw, no good.
You can tell that Josh Giddey is one sharp player, not just in how he threads passes, but how he moves on the floor and gets around other guys. Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Giddey scanning the floor. Pass to Smith. There's the triple. And Holmes pulls it down. Nuggets trail by 4. Outside Murray. And here's Holmes. Outside Brown. Now here's Holmes. Here's Murray from the arc. No good on the shot.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Grant, he's built for the big moments. Jamal Murray ready and willing when the pressure is on.
Yeah, B.A., his playoff performances speak for themselves. Clutch scoring, playmaking, and, of course, that killer mentality.
Now here's Murray. Looking at his stats, currently averaging 27 points a game.
With all the attention that Murray gets, smart by Jamal to dish it on that play.
And it's Giddey with the ball for Chicago. They defeated Utah in their last game.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. The Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said, we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. Guys?
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. And Chicago has possession. Denver getting their last shot to go. Collins with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Collins passes to Dosunmu. Hits the trifecta.
No, easy money. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively.
Well, the Nuggets shooting a 45% clip from the floor. Holmes, a screen on Giddey. From 7. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Holmes has got 7 points in the game.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Here's Giddey. He's got 9. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Dosunmu outside. And that one's good. Giddey. He's got 11.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
35 seconds left in the opening quarter. Murray with it. 6 points for him. Pass to Holmes. The layup off target. Chicago leading. The three from Okoro. Another three for Chicago. Murray deciding where to go with it. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The three from Okoro. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Josh Giddey making highlights for the Bulls. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. More 2K action in just a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
And Chicago has possession. Christian Brown out there with Bruce Brown. Then it's Peyton Watson. Then it's Zeke Naji. And it's Strother in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Collins, no good. Nuggets trail by 5. Outside Brown. Outside Brown. Pass to Naji. 5 to shoot. Inside. And that one's good. Strother.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Bulls leading by 3. Now Okoro. Dosunmu outside. And here's Collins. Just 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get off a shot. The three from Okoro, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Denver is shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Pass to Brown. Now here's Watson. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Watson's got 5 now.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Now here's White. Pass to Smith. Back to White. Shoots over Brown. They get it back. Collins. Got to come through at the free throw line. These are the teams that are getting it done from there. Second, Chicago.
And this is a team that knocks down their free throws at an elite rate. Whoever they go up against should always try to avoid fouling them at all costs.
First one falls for him. Well, when you think about how the game has evolved in recent years, RJ, the role of the big man might have changed the most.
Who knew threes and assists would become a key stat for 7-footers? But I will say, size helps. You cannot teach tall.
And both free throws good for Collins.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Outside Brown. Back to Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They lead by 4. They set the screen. Collins outside. DeSumo outside. Pass to Smith. Back to DeSumo. The three is up. Strother grabs a miss. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. It's tipped. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Okoro. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. And for Denver, their shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Outside Brown. Brown against White. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Strother. It's Watson on the wing. Offline with a three.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's White. And here's DeSumo. Guarded by Brown. Brown passes to Watson. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Here's White. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. For the Nuggets, Gordon, he's checked in for Najee. Hardaway comes in for Strother. And Jamal Murray is subbed in for Brown. Then for Chicago, Vucevic comes in for Smith. And it's Josh Giddey in for DeSumo. Outside Watson, pass to Murray. Up top Gordon. Shoots over Vucevic. And again, it's Denver missing. Bulls leading by 6. Okoro passes to Giddey. To the inside. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Vucevic has got his first points of the night.
Vuce will not be denied. Look, he is playing right through any contact.
Back to Brown. On the break. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Brown. Chicago shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The first one falls. Holmes, he's checked in for the Nuggets. That one's no good.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Here's Brown. Offensive rebound. Holmes finds Brown. Counted from distance. Brown's got 6.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Vucevic, a screen on Murray. Pass to Vucevic. Takes a 3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Vucevic has got his second bucket of the night.
You gotta love the response by Vuce. That's how you get your revenge.
Nuggets trail by 9. And here's Murray. He has 6. To the paint. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brown.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
Here's Giddey. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Denver has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Denver moving it around. On the wing, Murray. Giddey defends. Oh, Murray with the touch inside.
Yeah, nice play by Murray. A big guard who is unafraid to mix it up inside.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Collins. Clock at 6. The three from Okoro. Gordon pulls it in. And here's Murray. Down low. Here's Holmes. Now Brown. On the wing, Murray. Giddey defends. Murray passes to Holmes. On the wing, Brown. Jacks up a three. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the middle. And stolen by Hardaway. And they're running. Murray for 3. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds now. Here's White. And the shot goes down. And the Bulls lead by 9.
Attacking the heart of that defense. What I like about White, he can finish with either hand.
The motor of Kobe White. Grant seems to be ready to run the entire game and then some.
Oh, totally, B.A. For someone who is quick and can jump and has a strong handle, he's got plenty of stamina. And as a guard, you trust Kobe will make those effort plays.
Johnson, he's checked in for Brown. Then for Chicago, Buzelis is checked in for Collins. Herder comes in for Okoro. And it's Dosunmu in for White. Johnson for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Johnson's got 6.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Here's Giddey. He's got 12. Out to the wing. Launches it. Rebounded by Denver. From deep, Johnson. And again, Denver with a 3.
Yeah, and Hardaway isn't known for his passing, but he'll find you when you're open.
Chicago leading by 3. Outside Giddey. Pass to Dosunmu. Right side Herder. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Buzelis. Rebounded by Denver. Holmes has got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Murray. Inside. Here's Gordon. No good off the glass. Chicago has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. And that one's good. Giddey.
And so much fight in Josh Giddey. He showed it on the interior that time.
Nuggets trail by 5. Picked by Holmes. Herder against Johnson. On the wing, Murray. Holmes, a screen on Giddey. Lets it fly. Again, Denver scores.
The jumper looking so pure coming out of Murray's hands. It's fun watching him score the rock.
Chicago leading by 3. Vucevic, a screen on Murray. Giddey passes to Vucevic. Doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Holmes. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Denver shooting their first free throw of the evening. The free throw drops for Johnson.
It's a luxury to have a guy like Johnson that can bang down low and knock him down at the stripe.
Denver has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Gordon, the pass to Holmes. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That one on Herder.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Denver shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. Looking to slow it down here, run a play.
Which is interesting because they've done much better playing with pace.
Vucevic, a screen on Johnson. Herder passes to Vucevic. Excellent D there from Holmes.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
To the inside. Here's Gordon. Chicago with a rebound.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
Pass to Giddey. Here's Vucevic, covered by Johnson. Vucevic in the post. Johnson on him. Herder from long range. Kasumu can't hit. And here's Denver. They're on a 17-7 run. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Not the start they were hoping for. They're in the bottom half of their conference.
You're seeing where the Nuggets are. When you look at their roster, they're talented enough to turn this thing around. But so far, the season has not come together for them the way people predicted.
Yeah, I'm not sure this can be written off just as a slow start. I think this might be the team that they are.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Now here's a look at the best passers in the league. Third is Jamal Murray.
He has a great eye for where to send the ball. And you know his teammates love playing with an unselfish guy like him.
And so here is Chicago. They trail by 3. Giddey against Murray. Pass to Vucevic. Beyond the arc. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got his 4th assist in this one. .114 left in the first half of this game. Giddey against Murray. And that's a foul. Called on Kevin Herder. That'll be a second foul of the game.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
Here's Gordon. His stats right now averaging 9 points a game. Pass to Hardaway. 5 on the clock. Here's Holmes.
After a sharp first quarter, he's not shooting as well here in the second.
The Bulls shooting just 37% from the field in the second quarter. Giddey passes to Vucevic. They double team Vucevic. Outside Herder. Puts up a 3. Gordon pulls it in. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. For 3, Hardaway knocks it down from distance. Hardaway's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Bulls trail by 3.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Outside Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. The Sunmu for 3. It doesn't go for him. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Denver up 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Looking at the Nuggets, they knew it was going to be a tough year, and I got to say it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. You hope they're learning something out there, challenging times for the franchise.
And fellas, you take a look at the Nuggets. A close game so far through the first half.
This is where your ball movement really helps you. Against this defense, you cannot afford to just be stagnant.
Kenny, that's a good game plan.
That's it, Shaq? That's your full analysis?
Okay, good game plan, Kenneth.
Okay, then. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Josh Giddey.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And so here is Chicago. It's a three-point game. And so in the game for the Bulls, Giddey is the one with White by his side at the 2. Buzelis out there with Kevin Huerter. And it's Vucevic in at the 5.
Hard to deny Vooch inside when he can play over or through you.
Here's Murray. Pass to Holmes. Outside Johnson. They kick it out to Murray. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Well, Chicago's shooting at 45% of the game so far. Huerter, a screen on Murray. Giddey passes to Vucevic. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got 6 assists now in the game. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Here's Murray. That's short off the rim. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Vucevic in the post. Covered by Johnson. And again, it's Nikola Vucevic.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Murray passes to Johnson. Hardaway against White. Tries it from the top of the key, and the shot goes. Hardaway's got 5 now. The Bulls have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. White looking it over. Outside Huerter. And stolen by Murray. And Denver pushing it up now. Out to Gordon from deep. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the left side wing. Three-pointer, Buzelis drills it from deep. Buzelis has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Their execution after halftime has been excellent, making their first 4.
Gordon with a screen on Giddey. And he lobs it up top. Picked it out of midair. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Nuggets trail by 4. So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Gordon, the pass to Holmes. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Buzelis. Here's a look at the schedule for Denver. On Wednesday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Friday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
This is how lethal a scorer Johnson can be. Keep feeding that beast.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Murray against Giddey. Pass to White. Here's Buzelis. Back to White. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Murray's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Hardaway with a screen on Giddey. And here's Johnson for the lead. It's hauled in by White.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And Holmes with the block. Hardaway into the lane. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. Gordon outside. Pass to Hardaway. Three-pointer.
Oh, great effort. White all up in your grill on D.
Hardaway, no good. White uses the glass on the layup. White's got 6.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Nuggets trail by 4. Murray passes to Hardaway. Gordon with a screen on White. The kick out to Johnson. Fires for 3. Chicago with a rebound. White with it. 6 points for him. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
When White is in rhythm, he is a good all-around scorer and can carry the offense in stretches.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bulls.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
And he drops the first. Gets them both.
Well, when you send them to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
Hardaway, the pass to Holmes. Out to Gordon. Pass to Holmes. Now Gordon. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by White. White's got 4 rebounds now.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Here's Giddey. Book it off the crossover. Giddey's got 16 points.
Oh, showing off his moves. Giddey can be pretty sly with the ball.
Here's Murray. 12 points for him. Holmes, a screen on Giddey. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Chicago leading by 6. Now Giddey. He's got 16. Back to Vucevic. Pass to Giddey. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Hardaway, no good.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
White, the pass to Herder. Fires the three. Another three for Chicago.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Now here's Johnson. Back to Murray. The three. Chicago with a rebound. White's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Giddey on the take. That one goes. And that's his 9th made shot in 12 attempts.
Yeah, how about Giddey tonight? Scoring the ball, such a different matchup. I don't know who they can throw at him right now.
Here's Murray. 14 points for him. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you. The NBA studies other leagues. Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm a fan of what baseball did with the pitch clock and the size of bases, increasing the engagement and the entertainment value of the game. If they're able to make changes, certainly we shouldn't be afraid to do the same. Back to you guys.
Forward thinking. Allie, thank you.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Pass to Buzelis. Outside Giddey. Here's White. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. White's got 10.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
They need this. And there's Holmes on the assist by Murray.
Excellent tempo on the play, and he leads his teammate perfectly.
Here's White. He's got 10. To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Gordon.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And Denver making a change here. Brown's checked in. Then for Chicago, Smith comes in for Buzelis. And Okoro is subbed in for Herder.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
Brown passes to Gordon. He buries it from 3. Gordon's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
Yeah, confident-looking shot by Gordon. You know he's feeling it when he's taking and making these.
So it's Chicago now. At one point, they led by 16. Giddey against Hardaway. Pass to Vucevic. The 3-ball. Gordon pulls it in.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Now here's Hardaway. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And they tell players, your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less granted.
And you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort. And in some cases, you're talking legacy, you know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
And the technical free throw is good. The Nuggets making a switch here. Watson's checked in. Then for Chicago, Dosunmu, he's checked in for White. And it's Jones in for Giddey. And so here's Denver. Trailing by 10. Screen by Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. From the stripe. They get it back. Watson. And the deficit down inside single digits. Watson's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Here's Jones. Denver getting their last shot to go. Pass to Vucevic. Dosunmu on the wing. Over Brown. The Bulls with another miss.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Now just a 5-point Bulls lead.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. for the Nuggets. Najee comes in for Gordon, and it's Brown in for Hardaway. And the Bulls also making a change. Collins, he's checked in for Nikola Vucevic. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for Chicago, leading by 5. Isumu outside to stop the drought. Denver grabs the miss.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Bulls leading by 3. Now here's Jones. No points yet. A minute 35 left in the third. Pass to Okoro. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. Jones misses. And Denver shooting at a 44% clip in the third. Second chance effort. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Jalen Smith.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off the arc tonight.
That free throw misses. A different look for Denver. Strother's checked in for Johnson, and Jamal Murray is subbed in for Brown. And he sinks the second, and so Billy Donovan calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
And a nice opportunity now to see who's hitting threes at the highest rate. You take a look at Brown, just an outstanding shooter. He's currently 5th in the league in three-point percentage.
Well, the shooting percentage he's cultivated from deep range is so impressive. His three-point shot is about as good as you can hope for.
And here's Jones. Still no points. Pass to Smith to snap the cold streak. Rebounded by Denver. Murray's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
There is no chance that this game is tied up without his offensive firepower.
Well, Chicago's shooting an excellent rate of 56% on the third quarter. Here's Jones. Banked it in off the glass. Jones has gotten his first basket of the night.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Najee. Denver moving it around. And that misses. That would have put them up. Chicago leading. Left side Jones. Smith outside. Jones against Murray. Shot clock at 5. Oh, a nice shot by Collins. And the Bulls lead by 4. Here's Watson. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And we've reached the end of the third. Chicago ahead. They lead by 4. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
Exert yourself by being disciplined and focused on the right stuff. All right, good job. Oh, go.
Good words of praise from Billy Donovan, asking his team to stay locked in, make good choices.
Yeah, and when all 5 of these guys are on the same page, great things tend to happen. We'll see.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown. Hayden Watson is out there with Zeke Naji, and it's Strother in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Hey, draw him up a solid play, get him an open look, and he delivers.
And late in games, throw out those analytics. Give me the mid-range. The shot, it just works.
The Sumu, the pass to Smith. Off the mark there with a 3.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Free throw drops from Murray.
Yeah, and what makes Murray so dangerous is his belief. He feels like he can score on anyone in the league.
The Nuggets trail. Pass to Naji. Outside Brown. Now Watson. 6 on the shot clock. Naji passes to Watson. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
He hit 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't had anything since.
To the left wing. Smith passes to Okoro. Knocks down the triple.
Hey, he can make that shot and have to respect him defensively.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Here's Naji. Here's Brown. Oh, sinks it after the cagey pump fake. Nice.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Now here's Okoro. Here's White. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Nuggets trail by 4. Murray passes to Watson. Here's Naji. Collins defending. Pass to Murray. Here's Brown. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got his 6th assist of the night.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Here's White. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Now Smith, defended by Watson. Okoro outside. From deep three-point range. Watson with the rebound. Watson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brown with it. DeSumo picks him up. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Chicago. At one point, they led by 16. Okoro, right side. Pass to Collins. Here's DeSumo. Back to Collins. From the arc. He can't get it to go. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And they take the lead. And the Nuggets lead by 1. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
Chicago has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Here's Dosunmu. And that one drops.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
The Nuggets have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Down low. And Smith over to help. Launches a 3. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
After sinking 1 triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
Here's White. Collins with a screen on Murray. White, good. White's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Denver has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Pass to Najee. Let's go with a 3. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got assist number 7 tonight.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Now here's White. Collins with a screen on Murray. Here's White. It's stolen. And there's the foul. It's on Ayo Dosunmu. That's his first foul. And the Nuggets will go for a different look here. Holmes, he's checked in for Najee. Aaron Gordon comes in for Watson. Johnson, he's checked in for Strawther. And Tim Hardaway subbed in for Brown. Then for Chicago, Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Smith. And it's Josh Giddey in for Dosunmu. Johnson with it. Pass to Holmes. And here's Murray. For 3, Gordon. And the three-pointer goes. Gordon's got 9 points here in the second half.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
The Bulls trail by 6. Outside White. Now Giddey. Okoro outside. Clock at 6. That's good from Giddey on the assist by Okoro. Giddey's got 23 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. And so if someone stops him, just let him roll. He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
The Bulls have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Now here's Giddey. White with a screen on Murray. Giddey passes to Vucevic. Excellent D there from Holmes.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Murray finds Hardaway. Denver moving it around. Holmes with it. Picked up by Collins. Holmes passes to Hardaway. 5 to shoot. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. Bruce Ellis is checked in for Chicago. Herder comes in for Okoro. Just 4 to shoot. Fires away from way outside. It's hauled in by Herder.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not good.
The Nuggets lead by 6. Murray from outside. Murray from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Chicago. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Here's Murray. One more dime, and he'll have a double-double.
They've really relied on him to help control the pace and flow of this offense.
Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Buzelis. Pulls it. The rebound by Murray. Murray's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. The 6-footer. Outside Johnson. No good with the triple.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And it's Giddey off the drive. And that one's good. Giddey's got 25 points in the game.
Once Giddey saw his opening, he took advantage. I mean, defenders just could not keep up.
Gordon outside from behind the arc. Bulls trail by 5. And here's Giddey. Outside White. Pass to Buzelis. There's the 3. Pure from 3-point range.
Oh, man. Massive points from Buzelis. Yes.
Steps back. Herter against Johnson. Now Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Hardaway on the wing. He's guarded by White. Rebounded by Vucevic.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
The putback. Oh, he rips it down off the miss.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And so David Adelman calls for the timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Now here's Hardaway. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Here's Buzelis. It's good from beyond the arc. Tremendous momentum building toward those final possessions.
Yeah, with 8 lead changes so far, it feels like this is going to come down to the last shot.
Now here's Murray.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. White with it. Checked by Murray. Now Vucevic. White outside. Takes the shot. Johnson with the rebound. Denver in the lead. And no hesitation on the jam. In transition.
Yeah, Hardaway's such a good shooter. And he can pass it too.
And for Chicago, they're shooting 51%. Good clip from the field. Now Vucevic. 1:16 left to play in the fourth quarter. And count it.
He's been in the league long enough that late game moments do not scare Nikola Vucevic.
Picked by Holmes. Here's Murray. And Josh Giddey is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. It's a 1-point game. Murray inside. Giddy defends.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
Giddy with it. Now Vucevic, stolen by Holmes. Here's Gordon, stripped it away. Outside White, Giddy outside. White with a screen on Murray. Giddy misses the three. And now we've got an intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of two is good. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Chicago with the ball.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
It needs to be a quick shot, then a quick foul.
Vucevic. Gordon pulls it down. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Calm and cool, and his free throw put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game up.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
Kobe White. Gordon pulls it down. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 7-point lead. Timeout called, the Bulls. 5 ticks left to play in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
He sinks the triple.
And what were they thinking, leaving 3 guys, like 3, open on the perimeter? They got what they asked for.
So a close game sees Denver taking this one. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Aaron, a tough stretch of basketball coming up for you guys. How do you keep your eye on the winning side?
We just got to keep sharing the ball, keep believing in each other. Defensively, we got some things that we need to clean up, but we're doing well.
Good luck with the adjustments. Thanks, Aaron.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Jamal Murray.